Hey you guys, what's up? Legend BTV here. Here to talk about a new song. This is the new single from Fall Out Boy. Is falling out. Just fell out yesterday. Um, and I'm here to talk about it today. And I've been hearing some mixed things about this, and unfortunately I want to talk about this trend that's been happening in 2017 to a lot of bands, and unfortunately I'm not sure how that's going to go down because a lot of bands are set to release albums this year. All Time Low, Blink 182, Fall Out Boy, and other groups, and I'm just not sure if this is going to be good. So first of all, let's start out with the style change. Let's start out with an overview of this new sound that a lot of bands are taking in 2017. Unfortunately, you guys, a lot of bands are taking a more electronic approach to their music, and I love EDM. Don't get me wrong, but it's just I'm not sure how that's gonna go. I'm a little bit worried because like every band's doing it, and I mean like while I love EDM, I also love all kinds of music, and I don't really go to an alternative rock band for some popish style really beat. Like take Dirty Laundry by All Time Low for example. Like it starts off like amazing, like the verses are amazing, but then it leads into this bland poppy just some kind of drop or some kind of like synth heavy drop, which like really doesn't you know do anything for me. It doesn't really flatter the band at all. Like it really doesn't feel like there was any actual instruments played. And I'm not really one of those guys that say it sucks because there's just not any actual instruments. Heck, I enjoyed Coldplay's A Head Full of Dreams, and really, I mean, outside of a few cases, it doesn't really feel like there was much on the instrumentation. It feels like it was heavily glazed on pop, but that doesn't mean that I'm not one of those guys that sit there and be all like, oh yeah, if it's not instruments, it's total crap. I'm not like that. I look into everything with a fresh mind. I mean, there's nothing wrong with thinking that because I do agree that really when they had instruments back in the day, that was just awesome. But honestly, I do like the modernization of music, and if it's handled well. But was this new Fallout single handled well? Fall Out Boy single handled well. Honestly, I don't know. First of all, start out with the bridges. The bridges are where the bridge of the song, the verses of the song, building up to the chorus, which we'll get to in a minute. But the verses of the songs are actually pretty good. Honestly, I like his vocals, and he kind of has a Brendan Urie vibe on, like, getting closer to the chorus. He kind of sounds like Brendan Urie to me a little bit, but in a good way. I do like how he's his range. He was taking his range pretty good there in the vocals in this song. Unfortunately, though, when we get to the drop, I just don't know how that's gonna settle with me because Fall Out Boy is a huge band, and I do expect this song to get some radio play, and I bet you in some stations it probably already has started to be played, and I don't know how this is gonna sit with me. It's this big drop with all this like pitch shifting and like all this squeaking and like just young and menace, which by the way I didn't mention that's what the song is called, Young and Menace. I'm sorry about that, guys, but it's this huge drop with like this squeak and like this and like this like it's trying to sound like it's rock with mixed with dubstep, and honestly I'm not sure I feel like that works. Like they try to play it like it's this huge rock chorus, like because I watched the music video yesterday and they're like Young and Menace go, let's go, come on. and and honestly, I'm not sure if that's working for me, guys, because honestly, I want to love this song a lot more than I actually do, because honestly, I've been wanting to listen to a lot more Fall Out Boy's music, but honestly, I just honestly haven't had the time to listen to a lot of their discography, aside from Save Rock and Roll and American Beauty, American Psycho, which, by the way, the singles from American Beauty, American Psycho that I've heard, they all just kind of like not really much on that album really, sticks with me. It's not really an album. It's like an album that, I listened to one time. I'm like, this isn't bad, but it's kind of like it's not really one of the albums I consider like my favorite ever or something. So that's pretty much how I feel on American Beauty, American Psycho. Haven't really listened to Save Rock and Roll enough, or haven't really listened to enough of Fall Out Boy's discography because I heard like their earlier stuff, like Under the Core Tree, Infinity on High, other stuff like that. I heard those are really great albums, and I really want to check those out. But this leading up to this new album called Mania, we have this single like I was talking about, Young and Menace, and honestly, the chorus is really what does this song. Like honestly, when I first heard that, I was like, "What is this? Like, is this what is this? Like, oh my god!" Like, it was just so weird and just really kind of off-putting. Like, I mean, I get a sound change, but like, what is this? Come on, this kind of feels like this really feels like they were trying to incorporate EDM sounds into their song because that's what's trending these days. That's what's getting them. That's what's getting these artists like Zed, Calvin Harris, and Kygo and stuff radio play. Which I love those artists. Don't get me wrong. Zed's material isn't really all that great these days, but like I love EDM. Don't get me wrong. It's just oh god. I mean these bands just doing it to try to be trendy. I mean, like honestly, I feel like when you do that sort of thing, unless you're gonna bring a unique touch to it, which I mean I guess this song is definitely this song is definitely unique. Don't get me wrong, but honestly, I don't think it's in a good way. Honestly, I think this was produced by somebody who has no idea what they're doing, in my opinion. Like, I mean, it's just like, I'm just surprised that a song this weird and stuff will get airplay. I mean, honestly, the radio's used to pretty generic and boring songs. I'm not really sure if this is just really what fits. And honestly, I do think this song had a potential to be a lot better than it actually is because honestly, I don't hate the song. I mean, heck, in some places I actually kind of want to like it. It's just that chorus goes on way too long. Like if it was just a few like 20 seconds into the song, like 20 seconds of the song and that's good, like maybe at the end, kind of like how some songs do with the robotic vocals kind of after the chorus. But no, this one, the entire chorus is the robot stuff. So honestly, I don't really think that this um is gonna sit well with me if it gets overplayed. Hopefully it grows on me. Hopefully it doesn't. But for now, I'm thinking a 5 out of 10 on this one. And a recommendation to people who like the more electronic style of pop music because this is definitely not rock. Barely even alternative. I would put this if it wasn't Fall Out Boy, I would classify this probably in the electronic section probably. uh, Maybe alternative, I guess, but alternative to electronic, one of those two. Anyways, you guys, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this, let me know what I should review next, how to improve my presentation, everything like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really put a lot of time and thought into it. Please subscribe, like, and enjoy more Legend BTV content, and click on my channel below. And yeah, thank you all for watching. It really means a lot.